Doing a live video for Loads Envelopes Galore UK. Just getting on and waiting for people to join us. If you hear me talking through the video, it's because I've got people that are talking to me via the Facebook website. Excuse me. So today I want to do some auto dominoes. So I've got a selection of dominoes here and some lace and some binding. I've also got some flowers and some resin pieces, which I couldn't have it all on my desk at once, so I've got it down beside me ready for when we get to that stage. I've also got some buttons and I've got my hot glue gun. So obviously it's up to you how you do your dominoes. You can leave them single stack, which they're quite thin, so I tend to find that I prefer to double stack. That way I can use some wider binding around the side, and then it gives me the depth that I'm looking for as well. So the reason being that I prefer the depth is obviously when you're using lace or binding or whatever it is you want to use, it's quite hard to find something so thin to go round. You could have it round, but you wouldn't sit properly, whereas I find by doing the double I can easily wrap a piece of ribbon or a piece of binding round the edge of the domino to give the pretty effect that I'm looking for. So what I do, how I start, is by using my hot glue gun. I apply a layer of hot glue to my domino. Put my hot glue gun on the wrong side and glue my dominoes together in pairs, just so that I can apply them face to face. Nice and steady, creating a nice little sandwich. More fingers and thumbs today. I don't think I've just eaten the way I'm shaking. I normally get the shakes when I haven't eaten enough. And again, one more time, pop them together. Now you can pick your dominoes up in 99p store, Poundland, or online somewhere like Amazon or eBay. I personally just get them from the pound shop, in the kids section where all the toys and games are, and they work perfectly well. You get them in a box like this. Hold on. In a box like this, and they've got 28 dominoes in them, so you get a fair few for £1. I'm going to alter this box actually at some point, just to do something with the box, because I think it's quite a nice sturdy little box that it could be used for something. Now, since I had this bit of binding out, I'm just going to measure a piece that's long enough to wrap round and touch on the side. So I was a bit late doing this video today because I was having some technical issues, but they've now resolved. Now, how I like to do, I like to start part way round so they meet in the middle. I'm just going to use my glue gun to smooth that glue over a bit, because I do not want to burn my finger like I did the other day. And I just want to put that there and then bring that round a little bit just to do that. Then I want to add a few dots of glue as we go around, just to secure my binding in place. Now you can use any form of glue to stick this. I wouldn't suggest like PVA style glues, but you could probably use Mod Podge or E6000. I just find the hot glue works exceptionally quickly and it's a good hold. So, just because I've got a little loose bit there, I just want to get a tiny little bit of glue there. Don't even need to press the button, just get the dribble that comes out the end. Just to tuck that down. And that is that one done. So I'll wait for that to focus a little bit. Just pop that down just so it goes on and is secured round your domino. Now I've done that one, let's pop that to one side. Let's use this binding this time, so it's slightly easier. If you can hear the snoring, that's my dogs. They've had a busy morning. Just had to fit a new gate because my puppy likes to try and escape. Hi Sylvia, how you doing? Yeah, so my puppy likes to try and escape. It's like Harry Houdini of the dog world. And just glue this along the edges as before, just securing it in place. I'm good, thank you, Sylvia. I'm just, I've had a bit of a busy day and then the computer wouldn't work when I turned it on, so hence why I was late. I just want to secure that in and make sure your ends are secured down so they don't rip off. And that is the second one. My desk is immensely untidy today, but it's, I'm using two dominoes. I glued them together just to be, so I've got the depth that I like a bit of depth when I'm working, so I like to use slightly wider bindings. And what I do, I just glue them together face to face, so I have the black side on both sides, or the white ones which I've got are slightly bigger dominoes. I glue them together as well, but I always glue them together face to face. But the white ones, they've got the spinner where you can spin on the face, so I have to take them out first, and they're a pain. So what you've been up to much, Sylvia? Did you try your new technique out that you was going to be doing? Alright, so as I said, starting on one side, just slow. Oh, there goes the puppy. My husband just opened the door, so the puppy's just gone off. It's only dizzy. Nothing wrong with being lazy, Sylvia. Taking some time out for yourself is always good, especially if you've had a rough few weeks, which you have. You've not had it easy, have you? So this one I've just used a little beaded ribbon. I think little altered dominoes are so effective and so easy to do. But I'm glad you're getting there, Sylvia. I really am, because I worry about you. Right, so now to decorate the tops. Oh, I don't know what to use. Right, so I think I'm going to use a bit of this lace on one of them. Move that there. And I'm just going to tidy up this side because it's just flaring out way too much. There we go. So, do I want it that long? Alright, let's have a look where we're at. Might do that and then fold that bit back on itself. Yeah, might do that and hide it underneath a rose. Hi, Gabby. I'm doing altered dominoes at the moment. How are you today anyway, Gabby? That was a bit warm. So we need some flowers. Now it does depend on what you're going to do with the domino and how you're going to put it together, but I like to use a flower. I might use a couple of buttons as well on this one. So I've got gold buttons. So it's a nice flower. Excuse the rustling. That's the flower I want to do. How was your lesson, Gabby? I'm glad to see that you're here. Yeah, let's have some buttons. Bit of gold button on there, looking nice. Right, so I'm just adding a bit of glue to the back of this to secure it in place. I've never actually tried, to be honest, Gabby. I'm not sure I'd be able to right now. My brain's like Swiss cheese. Now I like to add like little words to these. Yeah, try in the pound shop, Gabby. They had loads in there when buying my one. Do you recognise this? I use it all the time. So just choose a good little word. Oh, here we go, this is the right page. So just put that there for a minute. And then using my tweezers, do that. Let's put that there for a minute. Then we've got to have a bit of sparkle, the obligatory sparkle. So I'm using Stickles because it dries really quickly. And then just add a bit of sparkle there and on top of the button. Just to give it a bit of something extra. And that is the first domino completed. If you can see that. It's not focusing very well today, is it? Try it on there. Why won't it focus? My pound shop's gone into liquidation. That's always busy. Mind you, you've got 99p stores, you've got Poundland. So that's that one. Let's put that there to dry. Now we've got this one with the buttons on. So, well, the buttons are beads, aren't they? What am I talking about? So this time I want something a bit more of a statement. So I'm just going to find what I was looking for. Oh, there we go. So this one, I'm just going to trim a bit of glitter card to size. That will do. Is that Pound Land or is that a Pound Shop, Sylvia? It's gone into liquidation. Right, so what we're going to do this time, we're going to glue a bit of paper into place. Without burning myself, which is what I invariably do. Which fun first? About the pink or the grey? Any choice, ladies? Pink. We can have a look, see which one looks best. Move that one over there for a minute. Let's grab drop into these flowers. So we're just going to place the funfur there and then have a look how that looks with the pink and then how it looks against the grey. We'll go with pink. You're all right, Sylvia. So I'm just going to pop a bit of glue down and using my tweezers because I have got a burnt finger. Pop this down onto there, securing in the ends so they don't come popping out. So have you ladies been creating ready for the next envelopes, or I know you've been busy with lessons, Gabby. I know you're doing a lot, haven't you? Baby, leave that alone. put that flower there. Just give that a bit of shape. And this time I think I'll use a word bead. You ladies are very quiet. I'm looking forward to the candy one. Right, let's put some glue on this corner edge. Yeah, you've got a lot to do before September, haven't you? It's not that long away. I'm trying to be ahead of myself just for August. I finished my tea and coffee one this morning, apart from the die cuts. So I've done all the bits for that now. So that's this one done. Let me just grab a card so you can see that. I might put some sparkles on it. What do you reckon? I like put a bit of sparkle right in the middle, just to. There we go. Bit of sparkle in the middle. There we go, and that's. So that is that. Oh. Domino done, and that's got the beaded sides. So if I just turn that to the side, you can see that that's got little beads on it, the beaded ribbon. So that's that one done. It's like the cards I've made for a swap. I don't know if you can see that. I'm trying to see if I can get that in view. Yeah, it's not catching the. Let's see if we can move that down a little bit. See how we go. Can you see that card? The autofocus is not. The autofocus, I think, is not so great. What I'll do, when I'm done, I'll take some photographs of the dominoes. As well. Can you see that detail now? I don't know if you can see that very well. Let me just bring the other one back up. Try a bit more. See if I can get. Right, that's that domino. Alright, let's see if I can get this card up. Says the little things you do make the world a whole lot better. See if we can block that off. See if we can get it to focus. It's really not focusing very well, is it? Can't get the... See what I can do about the focus on this. It's not a cheap camera, so it shouldn't be not focusing. Right, so we've got our third and final domino. So if you can see the detail on the side here. So that's that. So what we can do is try and think of a new way to decorate it. So I've got some little owls. Quite like little owls. So maybe a bit of brown lace would look nice with this. And use that little bit of fur to look like a little nest type thing behind it. Looks better. Oh, my little owls. Yeah, I'm running out of my owls. I quite like them as well. They're little resin pieces, plano resin pieces that I've had for a little while. They're really cute. I don't know where I've got them either. Right, so we're gonna just add our lace. And make sure I add it the right way up this time. I'm going to roll this little bit of fun fur up, or eyelash trim, whatever way you want to call it. I'm using my trusted tweezers, get everything into position, ready to pop my plano piece on top. My little owl. My washing machine singing now. So have you got much planned for the rest of the week, Sylvia, or you got a quiet one? How many more lessons have you got, Gabby? You've got many more this week? Let's pop him on top like so. Might have him off to one side a bit actually. Now, what to do next? I do like to have a word on mine, and I'm not going to not put one on him. So I think what we might do is get a little button out. I'm running out. Nearly run out of one packet of these now. Me and my gold buttons. Or maybe one of these ones. Let's have a look what ones I've got in here. These are my silver ones. Nothing. No, we'll stick with the gold button. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you doing? So we're just going to pop this one on there. And then what am I going to use? I'll use one of my words. I saw one a little while ago. It was home. And I always think of home when I see owls. It's house. Finding the right word. So many to choose from. I'm good, thank you. I'm enjoying creating. I like to make different things. Plan, I just get a load of stuff out. We'll have friends, I think. Alright, let's get some hot glue on the back of this because I don't want it coming off. Pop that there. The words, depends on what way you get. I've got like books of words. This book come from Gabby. But you can get Tim Holtz books, the ideology ones. And he has loads of words and sayings. This is the chit chat. I've got small talk and I've got another small talk, menus. So I've got two different ones. That's the occasions one. So you can get a thing, they're just full of words like that. Or you can get the word beads. And you can get them on eBay and Amazon. So you get the word beads, the word tiles. If you can see, it's not very good. So you can get the different types. It's a matter of choice. I use both. But you can also print off a load of words and just onto cardstock and cut them up and use them that way. You don't need to spend out money on getting the words on the books. I mean, I've done it always. You can even to the point you can cut up books or newspapers to get the words as well. It's all, you can get it however you want to go around it. Depends on your budget, depends on what style you like. If you like the more vintage look, then newspapers and old books is the best way to go. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of stickles just to cover up any glue marks on my button, and I think quite likely that this is my little owl word done. See if we can get him to focus. Oh, I moved. I went into focus and then come out. Oh, I can't get it to focus. Let's try it on the card. There we go. course. So we've got the little owl with his little friends word. So that's the second lot of the third lot of altered dominoes that I've done. So that's all 3 of them done now. No, they're not gonna focus. No, I tend to send them off in the loaded envelopes. I have sold stuff in the past, and all I end up with is a load of headaches because I'm just trying to craft for selling and never get to craft for the fun of it. So I'd far rather just make stuff and send it off in loads of envelopes. I've got boxes upon boxes of stuff that I've made up. I'm sure most people have. Do you sell online, Elizabeth, or are you new to this? You'd love the owl. I'm sure we can get it to you. If you drop me a line once I've finished on this, I'll pop it in the post to you. So I really do think I want to alter this dominoes box. What do you reckon, ladies? Shall we alter it? Does it turn upside down? Yes. Let's have a look. See what we've got here. I think maybe